After lunch, we picked Kevin up from the airport and went scouting for the next morning's hunt. Oh man, that's pretty. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
It is.
Yep. Wow, that's nice. So Kevin, what do you think we have there?
There's got to be a solid 2,000.
Yeah, I'd say so too. It's a nice looking field. If we sit here long enough, the big ones will come out. There's going to be some big ones hitting that field too. But the big birds up here come out last.
We've seen a lot of bunches go in there.
And we're going to go look at 2 other fields.
There's some small groups going into it.
Yeah, there's some right over us right now. We have a decent wind, not a huge wind, but a decent one from the southeast, and it should hold up. So we're making more of an arrowhead sort of pattern, or pretty much an arrowhead. Hole in the bottom there, longer leg on that side too, because the wind is blowing this way right now. We want to pull the birds across the rig so that everybody can get a shot at them, and we're spreading the silhouettes out. It's one of the tricks that is so important with decoys in general. Most people just put them out too tight. They put a decoy down and then take a step, and put a decoy down and take a step. And if you observe birds in the field, as we do when we're scouting, you'll see the individual bird. And we try to compare what we see in the live birds to our spreads. And the hardest thing to do is to make your decoy spreads spread out. The tendency, and what we see with most people's rigs, and sometimes our own when we're in a hurry, is that they look like a blob, just a dark spot. That helps you attract birds from a distance because they see the knot of birds, but as they get closer, it's too compressed for the birds to get comfortable. And we found that as we spread our decoys out, we put these 10 feet apart as a minimum. People would think I'm crazy with that, but when you spread them out like that, you'll watch birds land right in the rig. So we have an arrowhead pattern, wind from the southeast, spreading the decoys out. We've got a few white birds here, primarily dark birds, Canadas and specks. And we're going to see what we can do. The birds should actually be coming from those lights over there. That's a small town with a couple of big roost ponds around it. It's about 4 miles away, actually. And there are some that will come from behind us. We're just going to give it a try. Once again, we're using an arrowhead pattern of 12 dozen real geese Pro Series Canadas, 3 dozen real geese Pro Series Specks, about 40 full bodies, and a few white shells for the snow geese. And we always use Final Approach Xlander blinds. I met Keith McGowan in 1987 when Keith won his first world championship, and we've been friends ever since. The funny thing is, we haven't gotten to hunt together before this trip, so this is a great treat. Kevin Popo and I met in the early 90s, and we have hunted together a couple of times. But to have Kevin and Keith in the same field with all my buddies, it's awesome.
Now, right side.
On the second day of the hunt, we hunted in a pea field up on a hill, and it was just amazing to see how those geese, it looked like they were climbing up at you, actually climbing up at you. That was pretty much the best day of hunting I've ever had in my life.
Nice shot, Keith. Pick him up. Now. Nice shot, Keith.
Thank you, sir.
Now. Nice shot, Keith.
Thank you.
On the second day, by the luck of the draw, I happened to be in the right spot.
the way the wind blew and the way the bird started to work, it put everything right in my face.
Birds out front, nice double bunch, guys. Right out front.
You know, I could listen to Keith and Kevin for days.
Now! Nice shooting, guys.
Now, what could possibly make Kevin stop calling?
That was a beautiful thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they were that close.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That's all that Canada is.
Pick him up.
Watch this big bunch coming on the hill, Sean.
Pick him up.
All right.
Steve and I thought that Dad and Jay had just brought us out there to be the retrievers. There were so many birds knocked down. They just kept going, go ahead, boys, get them. You know, I thought that I was a dog going out there to get the birds.
Good dogs. Good boys.
Oh.
Keith's gonna slide back. You guys can slide back. Come. Just a foot or two. Let's get ready. Hi. Woo! Anybody having fun? Ow.
Out front, two out front, two out front.
Here up front. There'll be more. I have a feeling. Woo! I need to get on the old Stairmaster or something. Were those snows gorgeous or what?
Just the way they got so thick coming around the corner. Oh, that was awesome. Big wave, Sean, big wave out front.
Do it! I was confident. I don't know what they waved off of, but they obviously didn't like something.
Oh, man! Yeah! Darn it!
Good shooting, guys.
Doesn't get any better than that, fellas. Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. Concentrating on one bunch, the other bunch sneaks in the left side. Oh,
That's all you got to say about Canada right there.
that's it.
I guess I didn't shoot on that bunch. I'm sitting here trying to load a gun that I never even shot.
And that other, and you see that first group come, that second group slid over top of them, and they were right in front of us, 20 feet in front of us.
I'm hunting here.
Oh, that was incredible.
Now. Good shooting.
Pick up.
Pick up. We got a lot of birds out here.
Back toward the back.
Now. Wally and a
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, buddy.
A band on them.
Goes right over there.
Look at that.
Mr.
Band
Knox.
and specs.
Mr.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a beautiful thing.
That is that. Isn't that something? What a treat. What a treat.
Just a little jewelry.
Good. A speck in itself is a trophy, but one with a little bit of band action on it is pretty special. One of the guys will take this home and put it on the wall, I'm sure. Okay, let's pretend we're hunting.
That was beautiful.
Let's pretend we're hunting now.
Beautiful.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Sean, we ought to start doing some files here. I see a lot of birds coming back.
So what's?
You're all right, aren't you?
Bye.
How are we looking on our count, guys?
Boys are working hard, I tell you. Working hard.
Those birds really hit Keith's end like this.
How'd we do? Anything?
We got some. We got some. Let's just get covered up.
I knew to expect to see a variety of geese up there, but the numbers of geese were just incredible. At one point, there were thousands of Canadas on top of us, and then within 30 seconds, it had changed to thousands of snow geese. And then within less than a minute, there were both. There were thousands of Canada geese in our face with thousands of snow geese 50, 60 yards up. Just the sheer numbers of the different geese was amazing. It's something I'd never seen before.
or something.
That was heaven. That was heaven.
I can hardly hear you yell now down here.
That was heaven.
Let's pick him up.
That was heaven.
I've hunted around a lot of people, a lot of guys that can blow goose calls, no doubt about it. But, you know, that day when you're laying down, and I told Chad, I said, Chad, you know, you're in for an experience that not many people get a chance to experience. I said, you're laying down here alongside of 3 world goose calling champions. And I said, you know, just kind of, you know, lay down and listen to them call as the birds come. And I said, you'll learn a lot, and it's something to hear. And when those guys started hitting those shorties, and it excited me. The hair stood up on the back of my neck, and those guys, it's amazing. It really is, and the sounds that they can make with those calls, but not only the sounds, but knowing when to make the right sounds at the right time is what was impressive to me.
At this point, we're pretty close to our limit of dark geese, so we're going to concentrate on white geese and let the boys have some fun.
Let's try these white ones.
You like that?
Yeah, like that. Whatever you want, Keith. Cut him.
Get him now.
Keith says 1 each, and the boys oblige.
We were all laying down, and like I say, everybody was shooting and having a good day, and a lot of teasing, and it came down to where we only needed 2 birds for a limit. And of course, you know, I knew what Sean was going to do, but I don't think my son realized what he was going to do. So we had a single come, and I'm laying there, and I said, Chad, I said, the spotlight's going to be on you. You better get ready. And he said, what, Dad, what? I said, because Sean's going to call your name, so you better get ready. There's a lot of people going to be watching this back home, and don't mess up. So, you know, we're laying there, and the bird just keeps coming and coming and coming. And just about that time, you know, Sean yells, Chad! Well, I looked at Chad, and Chad looked at me real quick, and he went with a gun, and...
Chad! Nice shot.
Thank heavens. It was one good shot, and he put the bird down to the ground, and he looked at me, Dad, he said, how was that? And I said, pretty work.
I'm glad I shot the bird on the first shot, so that was, I didn't have to hear anything from Dad, Jay, and Steven, so that made the night a lot easier.
The second one came in and he called Steven's number.
Yeah, baby!
It'd been pretty embarrassing not to be able to shoot him because he was right there on top of me.
I didn't know whether he was going to get it done or not, and I was happy for him that he did, because he would have probably have never lived that one down because of Wally.
Fathers, sons, best friends, and waterfowl. Can it get any better?